and welcome to another mini mic'd up session with me, Jaya. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This series has been very fun and healing for me because I get to say my truth on my own platform and just kind of give advice and talk to you guys and tell you guys about my life. So I hope you're enjoying this because I'm going to be doing it for a while. But anyway, today's topic is don't take things personal. That is something that I had to learn. It's something that I'm continuing to learn. And it's something that I feel like not only dancers can benefit from, but just everyone, the average person, can benefit from, not taking things personal. I have my handy dandy iPad with my topic this time, so I'll be more on track than last time. But also, if you're new here, hello, my name is Jaya. I am a classical dancer. I'm a dance educator, but I'm also the founder of Jaya, which is a dancewear brand focused on inclusion and equity within the dancewear space. I have over 25 years of dance experience, so actually now 26. There was a bug. 26 because I'm now 29. Yay! So just to give some validity, and if you haven't seen any of the other videos that I've shot so far, please go check them out. I have a mini mic'd up playlist on my YouTube channel, so go check those out if you haven't already. So let's get into today's topic, which is don't take it personal. So in life, it's just very easy to take things personal, especially with social media nowadays. I definitely feel like everything feels like a personal attack. You put yourself on there to be judged. A lot of people think that's not the case, but you are giving people the opportunity to comment about you, especially if your page is public. You're giving people the opportunity to say what they want about you, and yeah, it can be brutal. So I think nowadays we take that into everyday life and we apply it to everything. I was like, oh, everyone's too sensitive nowadays. I agree with that statement, but let's figure out where it came from and why everyone's sensitive. But we're not getting into that today. Let's stay on topic. How can we defeat this? How can we make ourselves feel better when it comes to us feeling personally attacked? But let's also stick to the topic at hand, dance. So dance is just a very brutal art form. I think a lot of art forms are brutal when it comes to like judgment and things, but I think dance is very brutal because we get corrected all the time. Like I said, we strive for perfection, so it's very easy for us to feel like we're not good enough. I think as a dancer, you need to reframe your mind on what a correction is. Now, this is something that my parents have helped me with in my dance career. When I would come home crying that the teacher was picking on me, I think a lot of times we mistake the teacher picking on you for being a bad thing, but in actuality, the teacher picks on you because they see the potential that you have. Now, I'm not saying all teachers, but a lot of teachers will pick on you because they see how great you can be and they want to push you to that degree, to that potential. So I would come home on some days crying to my parents, like literally bawling to my parents about the teacher wouldn't leave me alone today. They just kept yelling at me. I'm like emotion now. Oh my gosh, PTSD. I felt like I wasn't good enough because the teacher always had something to say about what I did. So I had to reframe my mind to be like, obviously they see something in me that I don't see just yet, and they're pushing me in that direction so that I can be better. But if I take it personal as they're attacking me, I will never get better. It would just be they're attacking me and woe is me, and I won't grow. So reframing my mind, when I got to college, when I grew up in dance, when the teachers would do the same thing because, trust me, it doesn't stop. I wouldn't take it to heart. I wouldn't take it personal. I would chalk it up to what my parents said. Okay, they must see something in me. And my teachers back in the day used to also say, you should be worried when I'm not saying anything to you. Correction is actually a good thing. Now, I'm not saying there are teachers that won't pick on you, because I did have a teacher in college that would pick on me just to be malicious. It's hard sometimes to decipher between the two, but a lot of the times I will say that teachers do that for your betterment. Also, when it comes to no's, if you're auditioning for a role and you don't get it, or you're auditioning for a company and you don't get in, it's very easy to be like, what's wrong with me, right? Like something has to be wrong with me because I should, like, I thought I was good enough. I did the training, I did the work. Why, right? It's very easy to take it personal, but you have to, once again, bring your mind out of that and be like, okay, let me look at this from maybe the person's perspective that is hiring or that's telling me this no. What's their purpose? What are they trying to do? And a lot of the times it's things that you can't even control. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, but fortunately, it comes with the art craft of dance aesthetic. If you don't fit the aesthetic of what they want, you can be the best dancer, but if you don't fit the aesthetic, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do. You can't change your body overnight. Sometimes it's like skin complexion. Sometimes it's hair color. Sometimes it's height, body size. Whatever the case is, it comes with the territory of dance. So don't take it personal. You can very well have nothing wrong with you. It's just you're not the puzzle piece to their puzzle that they're trying to build. And there's nothing against you. You know what I mean? So reframing the mind, I think, helps when it comes to taking things personal. Because sometimes I feel like when you take it personal, you only end up hurting yourself, for real, for real. I don't think anyone, let me not say anyone, I think a lot of the times people don't do it to intentionally hurt you. They do it because they're trying to achieve the certain purpose or the certain goal. And I say that because I've been on both sides. I've been the person behind the table and I've been the person in front of the table with the number on. I understand when it comes to auditions or when it comes to saying no, you're not saying no to the person, you're saying yes to your vision, if that makes sense. You know what you see and what you want, and unfortunately that may be at the detriment of others, but you don't mean it that way. It's not personal when you say no to someone. Changing my mindset is something that I'm still working on every day. When it comes to business, like I think at dance, I got it. I've been training my mind in that way for, like I said, over 25 years. But when it comes to business, this is a new avenue for me. It's very hard for me sometimes to snap out of the personal attack that I am perceiving. With Jaya specifically, you know, it's a passion project for me. I always say that, and I will always say it because it's something that I did because I felt like I wasn't represented in the market, and my friends weren't represented in the market, and my family members weren't represented in the market, and I wanted to see that change. And I spent so much time trying to get these shoes made. I was told no by manufacturers, that there's no market for this. I was told no from so many different people, right? But I kept on pushing. I kept on trying to get the yes, and I ended up getting the yes. I ended up making the product, and now it's selling. It's out there for the public to consume. So when consumers or people who purchase my item and tell me that they don't like it or there's something wrong with it, at first, I'm not gonna lie, still now, I take it personally immediately. No, they didn't. I take it personal immediately, and I'm working on that. But like for the first 5 minutes, I immediately go into my head and be like, how dare you? You probably aren't even that good of a dancer. You probably don't know what you're talking about. You're probably just one of those people who just want to make my day. But I just go into it. My head starts to spiral, right? And this is where my husband comes into play because he's a businessman. He's like, okay, well, what can we learn from this? And immediately it changes my mind to be like, okay, that's not personal. They don't like the shoe and they have all the right not to like the shoe. But I can learn from it. What don't you like? So that I could take that into consideration when I make another product. You know what I'm saying? Or I could just say, oh, that's your opinion and I don't really care, right? It's a learning. I can learn something from this instead of me taking it personal. And I'm still, like I said, I'm still every day striving to just see something and immediately don't take it personal. But I'm working on that. And I've gotten a lot better. Like at first it would take me a day. I'll be upset for a day. Someone talked about me, someone talked about my product. They don't understand how much hard work I put into it. And I think that's the other thing too. Okay. Now, it's up to me not to take it personal, yes. But also like, and obviously everyone doesn't have this perspective unless you run a business. I think ever since I became a business owner, I became more empathetic to businesses and to people who go out there and put themselves out there to have a product or to, you know, develop something. And if I don't like it, I kind of keep my mouth shut unless they ask for my opinion on why I don't like it because it may help them. Like I said, feedback is also very helpful, but I just keep my mouth shut. Whereas I feel like a lot of people who especially don't do anything. Sorry, there's a plane. Hold on. Especially people who don't really have anything of their own, or they're those tight, what do they call them? The keyboard warriors. I just feel like everyone's so judgmental and feel like they can just criticize when they don't have any credentials to do it. If you would understand how much it takes for a product to be in your face for you to see and for you to consume, I think you would have more empathy when it comes to you criticizing it. To wrap this up, because I don't think it has to be any longer, I think we got the point, you know what I'm saying? I really think you changing your mind, and my husband also has like a great thing. He's like, you can't, if someone tries to offend you and you don't get offended, what happens? And I'm like, what? Like if someone came at you, right? Came at your neck, but you just let it slide off of you like water. Someone says, I hate your shoes, and you say, okay, thank you. You keep moving. Like, what it happens. Does that diss, in a way, a diss now? Because I feel like diss only are diss when you take offense to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it hurt your feelings or it made you respond in a negative way, then I feel like it worked. But if you don't, then is it a diss? And a lot of the times, if you don't, I feel like the other person who said it to intentionally hurt you feels some type of way about themselves, because now they just look like a little butthole. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing. You control how you respond. You can't control what people say. You can't control what people do. You can't control what people think. You can't control what they want. But what you can do is control how you respond. And I think that's just the message that I'm trying to say in this video. You can control how you respond to these factors that made you feel this way. So it's up to you. The ball's in your court. You really have the power to not let things affect you, to not let things bother you. The choice is yours. So what choice are you going to make? I suggest just don't take it personal. And I'm talking to myself too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I haven't perfected this yet either. I'm still working every single day to not take things personal, but that's the message I have for you guys today. Just don't take it personal. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you again on another mini mic'd up series. Bye.